KNON 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people.
Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to KNON.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.
Good morning, it's the Workers' Beat. I'm Gene Lantz, and there's Bonny. Good morning, Bonny.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
That's Bonny Mathias from CWA 6215, and the number here is, Bonny?
972-647-1893.
KNON just loves it when you call.
I'm not on here.
You can't hear the mic? I'm not sure anybody can hear anything, because I don't hear anything in my earphones either. Okay, today at 1:30, Highway 35E, that's in Dallas, 35, and Pleasant Run exit at 1:30 today. You rendezvous at the Kroger store.
I like that.
Then we will go to some unassigned place and do some kind of protest or rally that has something to do with Walmart. This is a pretty big deal. Other things coming up. On Thursday, June the 6th at 12:30 until 2 will be the Texas Alliance for Retired Americans meeting at Bonny's Union Hall, 1408 North Washington. That's at 12:30 on Thursday. Everybody invited. On June the 18th, they'll form the Austin chapter of the Texas Alliance for Retired Americans, and on June the 19th, they will form the Fort Worth chapter of the Texas Alliance for Retired Americans.
Congratulations.
And that will also, by the way, be at the CWA Hall, which is at 428 South Adams in the Hospital District of Fort Worth. That'll be June the 19th. June 21st, our Mid-Cities Texas Alliance for Retired Americans chapter will be meeting with Representative Chris Turner to hear about the 2013 legislative session. You have to buy tickets for that, and then please join us. On July the 2nd, all the retirees are going to raise old Billy Heck about the chained CPI, which is nothing in the world but a cut in our Social Security benefits. But we're going to talk mostly today about Walmart. This has been a project of Job with Justice since they first started the drive, a long time before they started the drive, because they used to have this other program called Wake Up Walmart, which I didn't like very much, but we helped with it anyway. They have a new program now to organize the Walmart workers, and we have Rosemarie Rieger from the Texas Jobs with Justice. Rosemarie, would you move up to the microphone and give
Sure.
Give your Facebook page, because that's a going thing now. Everybody get on her Facebook page.
Yeah, our Facebook page is new, and it's jobs-with-justice-Texas.
So it comes out two words.
That's
Jobs
right.
with.
Jobs-with Justice-Texas. And
Jobs with is one word.
Right.
And Justice Texas is the other word.
Right,
Okay. 'Cause
hyphenated,
that's the way Facebook
right.
does it. It's two-word titles.
Right. So
Oh, I didn't realize that.
be our friend, so.
Yeah. So come and be a friend to Jobs with Justice Texas on Facebook, and get with Job with Justice, because there's more stuff than just today. We'll talk about that more with Rosemarie Rieger. What's going on today, though, Rosemarie?
Well, today, Jobs with Justice and other community groups, faith groups, unions, and members of Our Walmart are getting together at a Kroger grocery store. Like you already said, it's at 101 North, and that's I-35 East in Desoto, Texas, and there we'll meet and then go on to a store nearby and have an action there where striking Walmart workers will tell management, I guess, that they're going on strike, and we'll be there to support them. And these workers will later on board a bus and head towards Bentonville, Arkansas, where the shareholder meeting will be on June 7th.
Bonnie, are you going?
This afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly plan on doing it. You know, we have a thing today for Miss Harquilla here, so that's at 12. So as soon as I can get out of here, I'm heading to Desoto and praying that it's not going to rain.
Well, even if it does, we'll be there.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sugar. I will not melt.
So 1:30 at the I-35 and the Pleasant Run exit, there's a Kroger store, and that's where we're going to rendezvous. And then we will go on to take an action somewhere not too far, I hope, from there. And then everybody goes to Bentonville, Arkansas for a week. Is that right, Rosemarie?
That's correct. Anyone who can, and the striking workers will be in Bentonville for a week of action. There'll be things going on there the whole week. And then on June 7th, that's a Friday, the shareholders meeting will start, and the striking workers will be there as well to...
So it's a national event.
It is. Workers are coming from all over the U.S. They are coming together. Riding for Respect is what they call their caravanning, their bus riding, and it's they're coming from I think it was like 30 different cities: Seattle, San Francisco, Albuquerque. You know, in
Do you know if any of those buses are going to stop in Dallas before they go on to Bentonville?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard, that we expect buses with striking workers to come join us this afternoon.
Oh, that is so cool! I am so excited.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
This will be a big event.
It's a gutsy thing. It's a gutsy thing for somebody that's barely making a living. They're not even making a living. Let's face it. Walmart workers don't make enough of a living to feed their families. For them to go on strike is really, really gutsy, and it's up to the rest of us, I think, to back them up.
Yep.
At least to go to the rally, if not to go to Bentonville with them.
That's right.
Rosemary, what got you into this? What's the background? Why do people consider it important that the Walmart workers get organized?
Well, Walmart is one of the largest, if not the largest, employer in the U.S. and probably globally also. And so any kind of standards they set, from labor standards, other companies follow that. And so the standards they have set so far are pretty abysmal. And that's why we're standing with the striking workers, and we're calling on Walmart to publicly commit to raising wages and increasing the access to full-time hours. And we also want Walmart to stop trying to silence the associates that are speaking out against these bad working conditions.
You know, I would stand with any working people, because we are all working people, and we need to stand together if we're ever going to get anywhere. Tomorrow, for example, it's either tomorrow or next Sunday. I think it's next Sunday. The UAW 218 out in Hurst, Texas, that's the Bell helicopter workers. They're going to be deciding whether or not to go on strike. So a week from tomorrow. And certainly I would go out with them and help them if possible. But why is it that for the whole nation, why is it that everybody picks up especially on the Walmart workers? And don't tell me it's just because they have such a sad story. What else is motivating everybody to get behind the Walmart workers?
I guess it's a community issue too. I mean, Walmart is so big. You know, they're almost in every city, every smaller community. A lot of people work there, so a lot of us know someone that works at Walmart. They're part of our families, and the conditions are really bad. People who speak out are being retaliated against. They're being intimidated. Silenced.
And the Walmart model is being picked up by other companies.
That's correct.
And they call it, you know, that's what they call it. The
Walmart model?
They're not ashamed to call it.
No.
The Walmart model. And what is the Walmart model?
The Walmart model is to pay very little.
Pay little.
Not enough hours to be able to
Keep everybody on part-time.
That's right. Keep everybody part-time. No benefits. If you do offer benefits, they're so expensive you can't buy them.
And use public resources.
There you go.
Walmart actually tells their employees how to get food stamps and that sort of thing. They say, we're not going to pay you, but we know how we can get the taxpayers to share the burden, you know.
So if you shop there with your tax dollars, you're helping to finance that. Not only, and it's really it's a tough situation not to shop there or to shop there. I know a lot of
'Cause it's
union
cheaper.
folks, but it's not. It's not. I mean, if you
Not in the long run, because they're bringing down everybody's wages.
well, yeah, that, and if you seriously look at the sale papers and compare grocery stores, and you can take your thing out there to Walmart and they'll match the price and all that. But really, if you look at the bottom line of just day-to-day groceries, you are not getting a break on the price.
Now, this is something I want to clear up, because I was at a meeting recently, and some of the people said, I'm never going to shop at Walmart, and other people clapped. Now, that used to be the program. That was the program. Back when they had Wake Up Walmart, that was their idea, was to try to get people to not shop at Walmart. And I remember helping them. I remember standing out front of many a Walmart many a time and saying, don't shop here. But I don't think that's the program anymore. The program now is to organize the workers inside.
Right.
So you can't stand outside and say, don't shop here, and then go inside and say, I'm trying to destroy your job, but I want you to help me get you organized. I don't think you can do that. So I think the program now, unless I'm mistaken, is go ahead and shop at Walmart's, but try to talk to the workers over there as much as you can. Try to inspire them. Bonnie's got a big red T-shirt.
No, it's green.
Big green T-shirt.
Yeah, it's lime green and neon green, and that's the color. If you look at Our Walmart, this is one of their shirts.
And it says organizer.
It says Our Walmart, Organization United for Respect at Walmart, and it has their big, their OK sign, if you will.
Yeah, the OK sign with a little O with your thumb and forefinger.
Right, that's the O in Our Walmart, and I wear that shirt very proudly when I shop at Walmart every other week for my mother-in-law.
Now, my understanding is that that's the program. What do you think, Rosemarie? Is it your understanding that people should go ahead and shop at Walmart, but do the best they can to help organize the workers there?
That's correct, and we encourage customers to go into the store and talk to the managers, tell them what you've heard, that working conditions are bad. Walmart workers can't get full-time employment, even though it's been promised to them, and ask how things are going there. If that is true, talk to the Walmart associates and encourage them to join Our Walmart and to get organized.
Yeah, if you keep everybody on part-time, which is the Walmart model, then they can't get benefits. They don't qualify for a lot of things that full-time employees qualify for, and it's also 10 times harder to organize them because they're scared to death. Yeah. I mean, suppose the boss says don't come in tomorrow, and you were counting on tomorrow to buy baby formula. In other words, your baby could be hungry if you don't come in to work the next day, and your boss anytime could just say, oh, you're a part-time employee and I don't need you tomorrow, don't come in.
Or I don't like your shirt and you're fired.
Or I don't like your bumper sticker and you're fired. Which has also happened.
Has it really?
Uh-huh.
And
I need a bumper sticker now.
Well, they can't fire you, Bonnie.
That's right.
Go ahead, Rosemarie.
The people joining Our Walmart, the associates, they've been intimidated too, and the tactics are bad, so people won't join the organization. And Jobs with Justice did a study just recently, and what they found was that there have been over 150 complaints brought up against Walmart for these things, and these are just workers who have had the guts to complain officially.
There's not very many, I'm sure of that, because it must be to live in terror.
Yeah.
If you have a family and you're working at Walmart. Now, I know that some of them are high school kids that don't care that much, but for the most part, people are working because they have to and because they need the money. So it takes a lot of courage to stand up to someone like Walmart, especially because they're so well known for retaliating.
That's right.
They're so well known for cruelly getting rid of people or cutting their hours or doing something else to them.
Well, and not only that, Gene. I mean, there was some instances cited on the website or on the Facebook page. Guys worked there for 10 and a half years, and he makes $10.76 an hour.
Mm-hmm. That sounds terrible to someone like you that's been a union member for a long time.
Well, top pay. Nobody gets paid above like $15.70 something an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's top pay across the board.
So
doesn't matter if you've been there 10 years or 20 years or 2 months.
And
that's top pay.
And that's bottom pay in your line of work, is it not?
Absolutely.
People hire on
at that price.
At
$14
in regular
$18.
companies or regular jobs. I saw the other day that the average wage in America is $24 an hour. I was kind of staggered by that because I thought that was higher. It was higher than I had thought.
That's awfully high.
$24 an hour is supposed to be the average wage in the United States. And in Dallas, it was a little bit more than that. It was $24.75 or something like that. But Walmart workers are making a third that much.
Yeah, about $8.81 an hour is the average pay, and that's why they're asking for that no worker at Walmart make less than $25,000 a year. That's one of the demands that
How
they're
much would
bringing
that
to
work out to per hour? Would that be $10 an hour?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it'd be a
around
little
that.
over $10 an hour because there's 2,205 working hours in a regular working year.
So
But
that
see,
would
those
be-
Walmart workers, they don't get a regular working year.
That's
They don't get a 40-hour week. If you make a 40-hour week, then and let's say you work 41 hours, then under federal law, one of those hours has got to be at time and a half pay.
That's right.
So you get overtime pay. So Walmart carefully, scrupulously avoids ever paying anybody any overtime pay by keeping everybody under 40 hours a week. Even if times were really booming, even if they had a tremendous amount of work to do, they're not likely to get more than 39 hours because Walmart's afraid they'll go over
that.
the 40-hour limit and face the federal laws.
I think they make about $15,000 a year, which is, way under the poverty limit for a family of 4. So you really can't raise a family on a Walmart salary.
Yeah, your kids have to work. You just put your kids out
Everybody
there in
has to
cotton or
work.
something.
I mean, it's disgusting.
So we'll be out there today at 1:30 at I-35 at the Pleasant Run exit
At the Kroger store.
at the Kroger store.
That's
Can't
great.
miss us.
They're going to Kroger because Kroger's not so infamously bad on their employees.
Kroger's a union store.
They have the United Food and Commercial Workers
That's
there.
right.
And also the Teamsters have some work there.
I think they have the dock workers, don't they? Or the
I don't know which it is, but Teamsters have some of that, and Teamsters have some of Albertsons. But generally speaking, in North Texas, if you want to go to the grocery store and you want to go to a union store, you go to Kroger's.
Yep.
This is not an advertisement for Kroger's.
No.
It's just a simple
It's a
statement of fact.
That's right.
So they are meeting at the Kroger's parking lot at Pleasant Run exit on Highway 35. It's actually in Desoto. So it's you just barely have gone below Highway 20. Just a little bit south of Highway 20. I think it's the second exit. And there's where we will meet at 1:30, and then we'll go on to the next thing. It's very exciting to be getting to back Walmart at this time. Rosemarie, what will be next? What happens after that? Because people will go out today and they'll say, how can we gear into this and make an ongoing support for the Walmart workers?
Well, the next actions will be June 7th here in Dallas. So while the striking workers, or most of them, are in Bentonville, we'll show support and solidarity here in Texas, and we'll be visiting different Walmart stores with contingents of supporters, and we'll be talking to customers and the associates and the managers, and putting pressure on them, making them aware that the striking workers are in Bentonville, and about the demands they have for more pay, more transparent scheduling, no intimidation, health care for all, and those issues.
I understand that there's a bunch of these actions, so when we get back from this break, I want you to tell us how people are going to find out where there's an action near them.
All right.
We'll be right back.
I got to work this morning, Something seemed kind of strange. My buddy Joe was missing. There's a machine set in his place.
KNON thanks you for your pledge to our recent pledge drive. Now is the time to make your pledge count. Send your pledge to KNON's P.O. Box 710909, Dallas, Texas 75371. If you missed our pledge drive, you can still support community radio by pledging on the web at knon.org. Your pledge only counts if you pay it. That's KNON, Box 710909, Dallas, Texas 75371. Be sure to put the name of the show you are supporting on the check, money order, or the envelope. Questions about KNON Pledge Drive? Call 214-828-9500, extension 234.
When they're gone for good. This is Scott from KNON's Texas Blues Radio telling you don't miss out on some great blues. KNON's Texas Blues Radio Volume 5 Blues CD. It's a CD put together by real blues fans for real blues fans like you. Texas Blues Radio Volume 5 features great local blues from Michael J. and the Paul Bird Band, JJ and the Detonators, the Chris Watson Band, the Two Tones, Rough Cut Blues Band, Jeff Stone with Charlie Love, Dave Millsap, Sirloin and the Ass Kicking Machine, Tutu Jones, Blues Boy Bo, Buddy Whittington, Andrea Dawson, Kirkland James, Sonny Colley, and Johnny Red and the Roosters. Get a copy now at Forever Young Records in Grand Prairie, Record Town in Fort Worth, and in Dallas at Bill's Records. This is a Dallas Blues collector's item. A very limited amount of vinyl copies can be found at Forever Young Records, the sponsor of this great blues project. CD downloads are available at cdbaby.com. Whether you get it as a download, on vinyl, or on CD, all the proceeds will benefit KNON. For more info on Texas Blues Radio Volume 5, visit knon.org.
This is William, your videographer for the KNON talk shows. You can watch Workers Beat by going to the knon.org website, click on schedules, and choose Workers Beat's page. Scroll to the bottom and choose your favorite show to watch. This show will be ready for viewing by Tuesday lunchtime. Have a great day.
Blue Monday, how are you?
Good Blue Monday. Yeah, they caught me again. It's true, I sing along with Fats Domino, and so does everybody else. 972-647-1893 is the number here on the Workers Beat. We are eager for you to call us, and call us at 972-647-1893. Give us your opinion. What do you think? Is it better to boycott Walmart? Is it better to help organize the employees there? And does it matter to you one way or the other, or do you see how it matters to you one way or the other? 972-647-1893. The strikes against Walmart appear to be gaining steam. Talking Points memo reports that some employees are pledging to join prolonged strikes against the retail giant to seek better working conditions. Those of you with long memories will recall that over a decade ago, a group of meat cutters in East Texas voted to organize a union at Walmart. They were met by a brand new company policy centralizing meat cutting operations outside Texas, a move that eliminated the union and resent a message to would-be union organizers everywhere about Walmart's position on unions. The strikes are one of a growing number of alternatives to traditional collective bargaining that are cropping up. At least 100 employees at retail heavyweight Walmart pledged to join prolonged strikes across 3 states on Tuesday. They're led by Our Walmart, a labor group backed by the United Food and Commercial Workers Union, says The Nation. Our Walmart, that's the name of the association, Our Walmart, O-U-R, Organized Union for Respect, Organizers United for Respect.
Organization United for Respect at Walmart.
Okay. It's not union, it's Organization United for Respect.
That's
Walmart.
correct.
Our Walmart. They have accused the retailer of retaliation and intimidation of striking workers, including the firing of 2 employees who are active in the labor group. The meat cutters indeed did organize a union in Walmart. It's the only one that's ever been organized in the United States. And you may be proud to know that it was UFCW Local 540 right here in Dallas that did it. The union, I think, was in Palestine, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or Jacksonville, one of the other. In East Texas, anyway. They organized, 14 or 15 meat cutters at a Walmart store, set up a union. They won their election and everything, and the next thing you know, Walmart just cut the rug out from under them by outsourcing all their meat cutting operation.
Broke the butchers union.
Yeah, broke the butchers union. Of course, it was 12 or 14 people. It's
I didn't care.
Not like it killed the union or something.
Well, it did.
The other half of this that people don't realize is that the union actually won that fight.
Yeah.
The union sued them for doing it and won damages and paid off all those guys who lost their jobs because of that. So don't get the idea that the union's helpless just because Walmart's big and strong. Janetta's online. Let's see what Janetta has to say. Good morning. Thanks for calling KNON.
Well, good morning, Rosemary, Jean, and Bonnie. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Thanks.
Okay, I have a question. I plan to be at the rally today and meet you guys at Kroger. I know Bonnie was talking about this green T-shirt, and that is the color I found out. Mm-hmm. But are you guys going to be selling some T-shirts down there?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have T-shirts to sell or to give away. I got mine from one of the ladies. We were at a UAW. I think we were at a UAW at the meeting, at a meeting at the UAW hall, and a few of them had the T-shirt on. And I was like, "Oh, I want one," and she had one in her car. So
I got my hat the same way.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
But I have encouraged them multiple times to get those shirts and hats on the website for sale. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a great way to raise money.
The website is For Respect. It don't say nothing about Walmart. It's
forrespect.org.
And
then there's also Making Change at Walmart.org.
That's a good one.
Oh, there's two of them. Mm-hmm. Well, does either one of them have any shirts and hats for sale?
I'm not aware of it. We had an action in September last year, and they were giving away T-shirts. That's where I got mine, but hopefully they'll have some today.
Well, I like the hats a lot, and Janetta wants one. We'll tell them Janetta wants one.
That's right.
Thanks, Jean. Well, I'll see you guys there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great.
Okay, all right. Bye.
Thanks so much, Janetta. And you can call us with your 2 bits at 972-647-1893. We've got Rosemarie Rieger from Jobs with Justice, Bonny from CWA 6215, and old Gene Lantz on the workers beat.
Yeah. Okay.
We want you out today. It may rain, it may not.
We're not sugar. We're not going to melt. Mm-hmm. Wear a hat. You'll be fine.
Witches melt.
That's
in
right.
Water.
I'm melting.
But if you're not a witch or you're not made of sugar,
then you should come out.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring my umbrella.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not.
Because usually if it rains, then the outside part really isn't that big, or they have some or they have some kind of a backup plan, they say we're all going to meet over such a church or something like that.
Right.
So there's don't be afraid of the rain.
No.
Rosemary, are you new at this, or have you been doing public protests for a while?
I've been doing it for a while. I've been a member of Jobs with Justice for many years, and now I'm the co-organizer of Jobs with Justice. These actions are real powerful. They're empowering. It's great to be in a group with like-minded people, and it's also great to stand up and be in solidarity with others.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
That's something we don't get that out enough, because we talk about how terrible the conditions are for workers and stuff like that, and it comes out kind of gloomy.
Right.
But the fact is, we're having a good time, folks.
We really are. This is fun. This is the fun part.
The secret that we don't usually say is
right. This is the fun part.
Yeah, it feels good. It's like marching. When I was in the military, I didn't want to tell anybody this, but I liked marching. I liked being in step with 65 people, and being part of something. Yeah. And now I like protesting. I like going on picket lines and stuff like that. It's a way of showing which side you're on.
Yep, there you go.
And the tragedy of liberal America is that they don't know which side they're on.
Some of them don't. I'm like, dude, really?
We're like a bunch of rabbit chasers or something, going after this and going after that, and not really figuring out what's happening here, what's the game that's being played, and what's our role in it.
Gene, I think the biggest thing that all of us can do and to understand, we have got to raise people out of poverty and break the cycle, give them jobs with a living wage, and the economy will take care of itself.
That's a true fact. We'll all be better. We'll all be better off if people are working.
Absolutely. That's and if the certain GOP folks would step out of the way and pass the jobs bill and put it in effect where we can start getting people employed with projects and giving them training for life skills, and amazing things will happen.
Dirty things are happening right now. They're amazing, but they're dirty.
Nasty.
Youth unemployment.
Oh my God.
It's incredible. I mean, we see the unemployment rate and they say, well, it went down from 7.7 to 7.6 or something like that. That's the overall unemployment, but youth unemployment's in the 20s.
Yep.
In the 20%. And the youth are the ones that aren't going to put up with us forever. The things that are going to change things.
We really need them to be educated.
It's true.
Because they're going to take care of us when we're old.
Youth unemployment in Europe has gone up over 25%.
I heard that.
All that the Europeans have done so far is just more and more austerity, more and more cuts against workers, which hits the young people the hardest. So you can't do that to young people and expect them not to come back at you sooner or later.
Well, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten to the point where they just don't care.
You're talking about the young people?
Yes.
No, I think they care very much.
Well, I think there's a large percentage that care very much, but I think we also have a percentage of kids out there that have just given up.
Rosemarie, weigh in on this. Are the young people giving up or not?
I don't think so, and we hope to, on our Facebook page, people have signed up to an invitation to come today, and from what I could see, there was a fair number of young people, students, who are coming out today. So I'm positive, and I think things are coming to that tipping point maybe where things will change, and their fast food workers have gone on strike now, and I think it's like 5 cities. It started in New York City about 2-3 weeks ago, and it spread to Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis. I think I read Seattle yesterday or so. And so people are, they're waking up, and we see that, we need to be in this together and fight this fight together, because, we're the 99%, and if you look at, for example, CEO Mike Duke, according to CBS, he made $20.7 million last year.
That's the CEO of Walmart.
That's right, and that is 1,000 times more than the average worker at Walmart makes.
That is so disgusting.
And they had $16 billion in profit last year too, Walmart. So, there's this great discrepancy, there's this great inequality, and we've got to do something about that because people are really hurting, especially at Walmart.
It's like a big football game is being played, and people on one side or the other say, well, I would really like to help. But if they wandered out into the field, there really wouldn't be much help because they don't know what they're doing. So the thing is to find out what you're doing, but don't stay out of the fields.
That's right. Get out there.
Get out there, and then try something. And then this is a great quote from Franklin Delano Roosevelt that I recently learned. He said, "Do something. If it turns out to be wrong, then do something else. But above all, do something."
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
and
that's very profound.
I think everybody should listen to that. You have to try something before you know
whether or not it's going to work.
Yeah. and oftentimes it doesn't, and you have to try something else. It's
That's
true.
right. That's
Or
right.
you can find people that have already tried it, and if they're not too beat up and cynical, they're willing to try something else.
Right,
Yeah.
or join Jobs with Justice.
There
and
you go.
there are groups like Jobs with Justice, and if you're in a workplace that has a union,
Get
join the
involved.
union. And there are groups, that are doing things, and so yeah, get involved, join.
So there are ways to do it. 972-647-1893 is the number. We encourage you to put in your 2 cents on this thing. Rosemarie, what's different about Job with Justice compared to some other progressive organization? For example, NAACP. I plug the NAACP all the time, or the A. Philip Randolph Institute. What's different about Job with Justice? What is it?
Well, Jobs with Justice builds coalitions, and so we reach out to the groups you mentioned, the NAACP and other groups, and we try and form coalitions around worker justice issues, and we believe that we can only win these battles if we all fight together and work together, and we're there for each other. So we're a coalition of community groups, faith groups, churches, civil rights groups, worker
unions.
groups,
And unions.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Now that's one of the things that's different, because most unions don't belong to the rest of these groups. But union members are friendly toward Job with Justice and work with Job with Justice, and Job with Justice works with them. And the key that you said was that they work together on worker justice issues.
That's right.
If you want to make some change, you really have to go to the working class. The truth is that they're the only ones that can stand up to the bosses.
That's right.
You might be able to get a preacher that'll stand on a railroad track and try to stop the train, or something like that, and you can get a small group to protest or picket or throw bombs or something. But if you want to change, you have to appeal to the workers, and that's the only way change has ever come about, and the only way it ever will come about.
Peaceful civil disobedience. I love it. It's
Well-
so much fun.
The basic instrument of working people is the strike. Just to say, I ain't going to work until something gets changed.
Until something changes.
And brave people have done that, and that's what's made America so much better than it was when it first started out. Now we have brave people starting today going on strike at Walmart.
Right, and the difference is that this strike, unlike Black Friday, these workers will be on strike for about 11 days or more, so
Wow.
they're taking it a step further now.
Wow.
Okay, let's see what Michael has to say. Thanks for calling KNON, brother.
Hey, Gene. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey.
Hey, Bonnie, I sure do miss Reverend Charlie and you at the Mass. I'll be there as soon as possible, but
Okay.
I'm a farm boy, so I know about the working conditions. I read the Grapes of Wrath, and I know what's happening today with Monsanto, and but I just wanted to say that I, as a working person, have stood, and I was wondering, do union members join the Dallas Peace Center since they joined Jobs with Justice, Gene?
Yeah, we remember that very much. Thanks for bringing that up, Michael. The Dallas Peace Center is a very good progressive
Absolutely.
organization doing a lot of good
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah.
And I'll bet a bunch of them will be out there at Walmart today. What do you think, Rosemarie?
Oh, yeah.
I certainly
Sure.
put out I sent out an invitation to almost all the people on my friends list that live in the DFW area. And I was really surprised how many people said they're coming. So I'm
That's great,
excited.
yeah.
I'm very excited. And I know Gene sent one out to set up I know there's a couple of Facebook pages
Right.
that invites to get people out. So, man, I'm excited. I think it's great.
You know, we need to learn more about this. I found out the other day that people use their phones more to get people out, and I don't know how to do that. Do you?
Uh-huh.
Do you know how to use your phone to
Well,
get more people out?
Well, yeah, I mean...
No, I mean texting.
Yeah,
Mass texting.
yes.
You know how to do that?
Yes.
Well, I need to learn that.
It's really simple.
Okay.
You know, you can create a list that you want to send a text out to, and
How long can the list be?
I'm not sure.
Well, what's the longest one you ever saw?
I think that my phone, my carrier is like 10 or 15 per text. So,
and then the idea is that you try to get people to pick that up and send it to other people.
Right.
So it works like a network.
Yes.
We'll be right back, and call us at 972-647-1893.
Tell you all a story that's close to me. A worker who's leaning on a bended knee.
Recycle Revolution's second annual Earth Day after party with live music from local bands including All Lit Up, Beer Gnomes, Dallas Drum D-Jam, and more, along with artists, a ping pong tournament, recycling and waste themed movies, an aquaponics display, interactive vendors, local crafts, tours of the Recycle Revolution facility, children's upcycling workshops, local beer and food. It's an all-day, all-night event starting at 12 noon. Recycle Revolution is located at 1703 Chestnut Street in Dallas. For more information, recyclerevolutiondallas.com.
On July 25, 2005, KNON was granted a license by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest as a public trustee until August 1, 2013. Our license will expire on August 1, 2013. We filed an application for license renewal with the FCC on April 1, 2013. A copy of this application is available for inspection during our regular business hours. It contains information concerning the station's performance over the last 8 years, July 25, 2005 to August 1st, 2013. Individuals who wish to advise the FCC of facts relating to our renewal application and to whether this station has operated in the public interest should file comments and petitions with the FCC by July 1st, 2013. Further information concerning the FCC's broadcast license renewal process is available at 5353 Maple Avenue, Dallas, Texas, or may be obtained from the FCC, Washington, D.C., 20554, www.fcc.gov.
I wake up in the morning at 4:45. The alarm clock is
We're back on the Workers Beat.
between the sakes of
972-647-1893 is the number. I'm Gene Lantz. I'm here with Bonny, Mathias, and Rosemarie Rieger from Jobs with Justice. Rosemarie, you were just going to tell us about how people get in touch and find out what's going to happen next in the Walmart struggle, because you're as I understand it, you're building an ongoing support for the Walmart workers, not just one action and then wait for the next one, but an ongoing support. So how do they do that?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, things probably won't change after June 7th right away. So we need to keep the pressure going, and the next actions will be on June 7th here in Dallas at different Walmart stores, and we're still working on where that'll be. But if you...
I'm sure at least one of them will be in Arlington.
Okay.
Because it's United Auto Workers are working on it, and they've got people in Arlington, the General Motors plant.
Okay.
Cool.
And
right, and there'll be so the store in Arlington, and then probably 2 or 3 other stores. And so if you become our friend on Facebook, Jobs-with-Justice-Texas, or get on to our website, www.labordallas.org, we'll have information posted there, and also you can give me a call at 214-632-5695.
you have to give it slower than that, Rosemary. People, get your pencil and get this number so you can find out how you can help Walmart. Give the number out slowly.
It's 214-632-5695.
That is a good thing. Now, austerity is what we call austerity, what they're doing in Europe, but they're doing the same thing here, which is lowering everybody's wages, cutting everybody's benefits, and cutting everybody's ability to retire. So Richard Trumka, the AFL-CIO president, I was very proud of him because he went to Europe and went to a big conference that the Europeans were having about whether or not they wanted to continue their austerity practices, and they are continuing them. Even though they say, well, we're not going to do as much of it, but they're still continuing austerity in Europe, no matter how high the unemployment rate goes up. It's 12 point something in Europe. but it's over 25% for youth in Europe. But anyway, here's what Richard Trumka told the old wise men of Europe. He said, quote, "Is austerity versus growth a false dilemma? This is a foolish question, in the same way that it is a foolish question whether the earth is flat, or whether the sun goes around the earth, or the earth goes around the sun. And people who still maintain that austerity leads to growth do so for the same reason that the Inquisition insisted that the sun went around the earth, to maintain themselves in power."
Whoa! That's pretty profound.
Put them right down with the witch hunters and the dumbbells that supported backward thinking in the Middle Ages, which of course we associate Europe with that.
Right.
And he told them, that if you think the sun goes around the earth instead of the earth going around the sun, then you might think that austerity leads to growth. But other than that, and if you're that dumb, you might think that. But if anybody that's any less dumb than that realize that austerity does not bring growth to an economy.
Man, they must be really dumb, because they just keep doing the same thing over and over.
No,
Isn't that the definition of insanity?
Doing the same stupid thing over and over.
Over and over and expecting a different result.
The answer, though, Bonnie, is they're not as stupid as we would like to think.
Oh, no.
The truth is that they're not trying to grow the economies. That's not what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is collect their debts. They're trying to collect debts. The richer people in Europe are trying to squeeze more money out of the poorer people in Europe, and they're calling it other things. They're saying that it's going to help the economy or something.
Yeah.
They've been saying that to us here ever since 1980 when President Reagan was elected. They've been telling us that if you give money to rich people, it'll make the poor people happy.
Yeah!
And they've been saying that over and over and again, and they're still saying it. Give more money to the rich people, and you'll make the poor people happy. In fact, the Texas legislature just did it, didn't they?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
People are saying that the Texas legislature that just ended was the best one we've had since the Republicans took over in 1996.
Oh, my God!
Which means it wasn't as bad as the other ones.
As it could have been?
Yeah.
But what about this crazy special session?
But what the crazy special session may do is even worse.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But what they've already done is bad enough, because they took the simple mantra that they have always believed in, that they want us to believe in rather, that if you give money to rich people, you make the poor people happy. So they've added $1 billion worth of tax cuts
to business,
and that's what passed in the last legislature.
Are you happier? Anybody?
We should check.
Anybody happier?
Call us at 972-647-1893.
Let us know if you're happier.
Tell us if you're happy when rich people get more money, because that's what's going on. There was another statistic produced during the past week that said that people have recovered some 45% of the wealth that they lost during the last Great Recession around 2008, 2009. There had been earlier figures saying that it was something like 75 or 80% of the wealth had been recovered. The reason is because the amount may have been recovered, but it wasn't by us.
No.
The amount that we lost, we still lost.
I still lost it.
Yeah.
I can't get that back.
We're not getting it back. The wealth that has been recovered is in the form of stock prices, which most of us don't have much stock, and in home values. And most poor people don't own their homes.
And if they do, they're certainly not going to sell them.
Yeah, and they don't sell them, so they never realize any wealth.
That's right.
So call us at 972-647-1893 if you think that giving money to rich people will make poor people happier, because that's the slogan. Now, Rosemarie Rieger, though, is working on Jobs with Justice and fighting it the best we can. What other kinds of projects is Jobs with Justice doing or has done?
We have a workers' rights board, and that's a group of community leaders, faith leaders that get together a few times a year. We hold hearings on issues. We've had, last year we invited the Walmart workers, and several came and spoke about how they've been treated and the conditions of work there, and we get the word out, publicize that. A lot of times we have news stations come out and
So investigations like that,
Right.
And I know Job with Justice has done a lot of publicity on the unemployment crisis.
That's right. We
Trying
worked
to
on
get
that.
good jobs for people. Trying to get government projects like the Works Progress Association. We've often tried to get that back. So that people could get jobs.
That would make so much sense.
Well, actually, President Obama has proposed some job-creating proposals that have gotten shot down in Congress, unfortunately.
And expanding AmeriCorps would be another way to fund some things and get things started.
And target some of those jobs toward the youth.
Yes, and to people that, it's a huge problem here in the Metroplex, our former offenders. They get out of prison, they come home. A lot of them do not have a strong family, to go home to. So, unfortunately, they can't get a job, they can't get an apartment, so they end up right back in the same lifestyle that they were in before they went to prison the first time. And they end up either dead or back in prison. And it's just a horrible cycle.
Yeah.
Another bad thing that's happened to young people is that their wages have gone down. In fact, there's in the economic blog, the New York Times contributor Nancy Folbray drew attention to the decline in young workers' wages over the last decade, and she said that young college graduates, they're not hit nearly as hard as everybody else, but young college graduates' wages have declined 8.5% from 2000 to 2012.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's figuring in inflation or not. Probably did figure in inflation. But, we like to think that young people are going to do better than their parents, but not the way we're treating them. Not the way the United States is treating its young people right now. They are going to make a lot less money, and they're going to have a lot less chance of ever having a home of their own and retirement and a successful chance to raise their families unless something is done, unless something different happens.
Well, and student loans are breaking our young people. A friend of mine called the other day. Her son got a bachelor's degree, and he owes $60,000.
Right.
That's a lot.
He could have bought a house.
Right. For that kind of money.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, now, what job is he going to get where he's going to make enough money to be able to make payments on that student loan and live?
Yeah.
Where's he going to go to work?
He might think he's going to get out of it, but the truth is they will hound you.
Until
they will hound you until you're old, and they'll even take it out of your Social Security.
Yes, they will. They'll take it from your Social Security check when you are 65.
Yeah, they certainly will.
I found that, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
It's even worse in other places. Rosemarie, what happened in Bangladesh that has something to do with this Walmart business we've been talking about?
Well, in April, as many of you probably saw on TV or heard, a building collapsed and more than 1,300 workers, there were garment workers, died. There were also, before that, there were fires at some Bangladeshi clothing companies where 400 workers died, and Walmart is...
and these are mostly young workers.
Right, mostly women, and Walmart and other companies buy their clothes there, and these are part of the suppliers for Walmart. And Walmart and others haven't agreed to sign on to an accord on fire and building safety. They want to do this on their own, but there is a group that is supported by unions and the UN, but the Walmart doesn't want to sign on to this, and so we need to bring that out and make people aware of this, that the working conditions in the U.S. Under Walmart are horrendous, and they continue that practice globally also.
What do you want people to do about it as of right now?
Right now, you can go on to our forrespect.com or Making Change at Walmart, and you can get onto our website and Facebook page and just stay abreast with what's happening. There are petitions on these websites to sign. You can donate money, and I believe that Our Walmart is trying to raise funds to have Bangladeshi workers flown into Bentonville for the shareholders meeting.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, they're raising money to bring in two folks from Bangladesh who worked in the factories.
That's a good idea. I hope they come here.
I hope so.
People would like to talk to them.
That would be awesome.
So Walmart buys the stuff that they make in these factories that are so poorly paid, and where the conditions are so terrible that they're even unsafe, and the building might fall in on them. And is Walmart doing anything about it? Are they joining international efforts to clean this mess up?
No, they're not.
In fact, they're definitely not in a defined kind of way.
Well, I did hear that some of the owners of the factories did agree to give them a raise. I believe it was going to go from like $38 a month to $42 per month. So there you go.
And not all companies, are like this. H&M and some other European clothing companies have signed on to this accord on building and fire safety to make sure workers are safe, but not Walmart. So other companies can do it and still make a profit. So there's really no reason Walmart and others shouldn't do this.
So can people come out today? What's going to happen today?
Well, today we're meeting at the Kroger store. It's 101 North I-35 East in Desoto, Texas, and we're gathering there and then going on to a Walmart store close by for an action. We're supporting striking Walmart workers. We're supporting members of Our Walmart and the UFCW standing together to support these workers, who will then go on to Bentonville for the shareholders meeting.
So bring your rain poncho or your umbrella and come on out.
Or a trash bag.
Or a trash bag. Trash bags work great.
Trash bag is the traditional apparel of
That's right. Of protesters of protesters nationwide. Black trash bags.
Or some color of trash bag.
That's right, yeah. I like the big.
The truth is, folks, we wear a lot of trash bags.
Yes, we do.
Because we're always getting caught in the rain and not having our umbrellas.
Not prepared.
But bring your umbrella or your trash bag today at 1:30.
Yep.
And it's on Highway 35 going toward Austin, just below Highway 20. As you cross Highway 20, it's about the second exit, I think, the Pleasant Run exit. The Kroger store is on the west side of the highway, so it'll be, if you're coming out of Dallas, it'll be on your right, and that's where we're going to meet at 1:30. Then we will go from there to do something with Walmart.
Yeah. Come on out. It's going to be fun.
Bonnie can hardly wait.
I know. It's exciting.
And if you're not watching this on video, if you're just listening to it on the radio, you can see what Bonnie looks like and what Rosemarie Rieger looks like and what old Gene Lantz looks like.
That's right. That's right.
You probably won't want to know.
Well,
you may not want to know, but
it's okay.
You'll find out anyway.
And don't forget, we just finished up our pledge drive, folks. So don't forget to send in your pledges, and you can pledge year-round, all the time. KNON.org. Easy. Just make sure you put the Workers' Beat on there as your favorite show.
Yeah, keep the Workers' Beat in mind, because we'd like to keep doing this.
Yes.
972-647-1893 if you want to add your 2 cents. And the station encourages you to do that. They actually like it when people call. We're getting ready for a big demonstration with Walmart today at 1:30, and we'll look for you. One more time, Rosemarie, where is it?
It's at the Kroger Supermarket, 101 North I-35 East in DeSoto.
Pleasant Run
exit.
And 35. You can't miss it. It's a signature Kroger. Come on down.
Right, 1:30 today.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
KNON 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people.
Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to knon.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.